Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? How are we doing? Turn this light up a little bit. All right. How we doing? Let's get this all started. And make sure this is. Is that not the right one? Is it this one? Sorry, I've been clipping in the background before I even went live. That's the one I want. Sick. Okay. How we doing? How we feeling? How are we feeling? We have kind of been in a good spot, getting this all dialed in and clipping things and trying to show people our cool tech. So, always in a sprint, but gotta love it. All right, so I've been kind of heads down clipping a little bit today, because why not? So I have this video in here from Bryson, and I'm gonna post this real quick because I've been working on this clip. I think this. I'm gonna grab this right here. Let's see. We're gonna jump straight into it. If you guys are new, what is up? My name is Jordan, founder and CEO of Clipit, and we have an AI-powered clipping agent / platform that allows you to take long-form content, put it up in short-form clips with captions, B-roll, thumbnails, all sorts of fun things. One of the things that kind of is an easy way to think of this stuff is you guys maybe have been seeing like sites like this have API keys that you can give to a Hermes agent or you can give to a OpenClaw. Well, there's going to be a lot of people that aren't able to set up an OpenClaw or aren't able to or don't know how or / want to even do that. So sorry. So building out these API keys that you can give to an agent is cool. Totally get it. There's going to be a niche market that's going to want to do that. One of the things that is really important about our platform you didn't realize is this is pretty much already set up for you. So you can just go to the platform, have a full agentic editor. You don't have to worry about setting up API keys or a Hermes agent or an OpenClaw. Definitely can. I'm sure we'll get API keys in the future to help with that. But as for now, like just come to our site and you'll be able to have a fully agentic editor that'll be able to create clips for you, help you with your content, plan your content, create you B-roll, thumbnails, and this is some of the stuff you're seeing me do now. So I've grabbed this video from X, put it in the platform, and now you can see I already have clips made for it, and now I'm just going to try and get a caption for it. So that's kind of what our site does. I just jumped straight into it because mainly a lot of this live stream is about is teaching people how to use this platform, showing new features, talking about updates. We also just kind of been jumping into AI news and stuff in general and products and just kind of scrolling the timeline and seeing what kind of pops out and see if we can find any moments of clip as we go. That's just kind of what we do. But let's get this caption going. I'll show you guys how you can use that. All right. Make this more about but actually let's have Grok for a second. The one thing I'm not a fan of Grok is sometimes I think it's a little chunky. Like I don't know how to use it sometimes. So here's something you can do, right? So of course, the agent within here is mainly focused upon media creation, content creation, but it does know all about the video. It can read the transcript. It can, see the videos, right, and the timestamps. But the one thing I was realizing about these captions is it's like, I mean, I guess that is correct though. Here we go. Let's just do this. Why not? We're not going to ask Grok. Let's just, oops. Let's copy this. Oh, what is, whoa. Okay. Let's just do this instead. So I'll show you guys the clip too. Here's the clip.
An Italian prosecutor uncovered that Dior pays $57 to produce luxury bags that they sell for $2,700. So when you talk about how did TBPN, not the same way, but this is what happens when you portray yourself as luxury. You are a luxury product within a niche, and you are selling something luxury to people that have a ton of money. The people that go on TBPN are who? They're really wealthy people who've done really well. You have David Sinra. They've had Mark Zuckerberg. They had Gary Tan on the other day. They've had people, Martin Shkreli, you know, he's very like polarizing. Star Cloud CEO, he just raised, we had him on the stream too, but he just raised like $170 million. TBPN gets every big CEO, big luxury person, CEO, et cetera, et cetera. So when you have that, right, you get to a point where it's like, okay, who am I selling to? I'm selling to luxury. I'm selling to people who have money. So if you only have 100 to 200 viewers,
there we go,
live concurrent viewers, but those live concurrent viewers are the Mark Zuckerbergs of the world, the Mark Andreessens of the world, people who have billions, hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. You're a product for millionaires. An Italian.
So that's the clip that I got that I've been kind of working on the back end. And this is just that easy to use their platform. Put in your video, get your clips, tailor them if you want. So this one I extended by just using the transcript here and extending it to tweak it to my liking. And then I just simply went to Clipit and asked it to make me a caption, because why not? And because it has full context of the video and has all the tools and all the different plugins we built into it, it knows what it's talking about. And you can, even if you know the person's handles, right, it'd be great to, you know, one day have it be able to figure out people's handles, but that's later on the line. We're definitely going to upgrade our agent. That's part of kind of the roadmap, and some of the stuff we want to improve upon is, of course, being able to get being able to improve the AI, because the AI assistant in this platform is a huge feature that is only going to get better with time. So it also learns. Forgot to say that, but it also learns from your content. And we're probably going to start turning mine on here in the future so we can see it kind of trained on how I like to make my content. But let's post this clip, because why not? I don't know if that makes sense. TBN audience has the Mark Zuckerbergs, Mark Andreessens, and CEOs of the world. That's luxury. All right, there we go. So I think we're gonna post that. Ah, oh, come on, X. It's gonna do this thing where it says fail, and then I have to re-upload it. But now that I've kind of done that, we can. Oh no, we did it. All right, so put that in there. There we go. So there's a clip for you posted.
And you are selling something luxury to people that have a ton of money. The people that go on TBPN are who? They're really wealthy people who've done really well. You have David Sinra. They've had Mark Zuckerberg.
It's a good clip.
They had Gary Tan on the other day.
He makes great content.
Martin Shkreli, you know,
made more sense when I watched
polarizing
podcast and was looking
Star
at the
Cloud CEO. He just raised, we had him on the stream too, but he just raised like $170 million. TBPN gets every big CEO, big luxury person,
straight in our platform, CEO, posted directly to X.
So when you have that, right, you get to a point where it's like, okay, who am I selling to? I'm selling to luxury. I'm selling to people who have money. So if you only have 100 to 200 viewers, live concurrent viewers, but those live concurrent viewers are the Mark Zuckerbergs of the world, the Mark Andreessens of the world, people who have billions, hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. You're a product for millionaires.
Yep. So it's a pretty good clip. But I guess now we can kind of scroll through our timeline and see if we come across any cool videos that we want. Oh, look at that. Here we go. A16Z pumping out content because, you know, if you haven't seen that article, actually, I'm going to pull that up. A16Z media strategy. Here we go. If you guys haven't seen this video, or not, oh, there's a video here too, but if you guys haven't seen this, right? Is this the right one? I think it's is it media strategy? So, or I think it's content. I think short form content. I want to say. I thought there was something about A16Z. Yeah, short form content. They had an article here. Do they have this? I made a video on it actually. I made a video on it somewhere. I thought I had. Is this not? Where is? I could have swore I had. Yeah, I thought I made some content about it. Yeah, here we go. What is it? What is the article in here? Together, they have a VC firm called A16Z. I mean, look at some of these investments: Coinbase, Lyft, Pinterest, and look at the money. I have the article in here. There it is. Is this it? Yeah. It's time for agentic video editing. Here we go. Yeah, I was like, I had it on here somewhere. If you guys haven't seen this article, okay, we have that done now too. I'll move that over here. Let's go. 16:9, 60 seconds. I'm posting most of these go on X anyway, because I just think the content and the niche and the audience is mostly X for A16Z. And I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen what their stuff is on other platforms, but I think they're strong. They're stronger on I think they're stronger on X than other platforms. So that's why I kind of choose that. But if you guys haven't seen this was in January of 2026. It says A16Z talking about 2025 as a year of video. And then now they kind of go into technology to hand over some AI. Essentially, they go into AI editing and how that's kind of the future. And of course, I am washed out because of how bright this screen is. I'm going to step back a little bit. They kind of go into why now, why it's important now. So you can see vision models can now process large amounts of video. That's what we have. Models can use tools. Our platform has over 20 some different tools you can use. Image and video generation models have improved. They're getting crazy. Nick is constantly updating our image and video models. And talk about the process. Like I think even in here, they say that like 80%. Where is it? I'm gonna do. It's like 80. Yeah, right here. 80. A common rule of thumb in video production is that you'll spend 80% of your time and energy on editing, 20% on filming, or now generating. Right. So a lot of the workload is in the editing aspect and portion of creating content, and not actually in the making of the content. And AI is so good at doing that 80% tedious / boring work. So it just makes sense for content and AI to be like hand in hand. So you can see this is just, if you're curious, definitely check out this article. Definitely breaks down a lot more. And even look at here, fixing the small details, right? And it kind of goes into the tools. Look, video has one. It's how we learn, market, and connect. But the editing bottleneck keeps growing. More footage capture, more platforms to publish on, more formats required. The good news is that technology to solve this exists. Vision models, tool using audiences, and massive amounts of training data have all been matured in the past year. The pieces are in place. This means that AI editing agents will dramatically increase the quality of all video we see in the coming months and years, along with the rate at which it's created. 2025 is the year of video. 26 is the year we let agents edit it. So, look at this. Maybe we should reach out. If you're building anything in the AI video space, reach out on X at Venture Twins or email. Might have to do that because we have that. But yeah, so that's kind of just, you guys are curious. Why is you guys building in this? There's so many platforms. There's Opus, there's this, there's that. People are grabbing API keys. Yeah. But at the same time, like, no one has an agent built into the platform. And like I said, there's just a lot of people aren't going to want to set up an OpenClaw, set up a Hermes just to do this stuff. So we've built this out to where you literally can just come to our site and use it and have an agentic editor within the platform with just going to the URL. No API keys, no configuring, no terminal, no setting stuff up, no checking to see if it works. It's all been built out, and it's something that we're really, really, really excited for and proud of that we're building out. But yeah. But we got that clip. Clip is up. Clip is up. So we'll just wait for this to kind of generate. I'm going to hide this first. I'm going to actually do a new tab over here. I need to top myself up with some credits. As much as I would love to share my screen and have you guys steal all my codes, I don't think that's the right way to do it. Okay. But if you guys do need codes, reach out. I want to get you guys those as well. Perfect. All right, that's redeemed. So I have some credits now to work with. All right, so we'll kind of wait for this to go, but yeah, free beta, guys. Sign up if you need credits. Those ways we can get you guys credits. But you guys can also just, I think you also have a referral system that if you know somebody that's on the site or refer someone, you can do that as well. But another thing, I know people are talking about they're having some issues on waiting times. So because we've scaled at a bigger rate than we anticipated, we have moved to sort of a cloud storage. We have moved to sort of a cloud storage and just to handle more of this work, and we have to tweak some of the rates and stuff to get it to generate faster, and that's stuff that Nick's working on. So yeah, that's what's going on there. So if you're experiencing some longer wait times than normal, just know that we are aware of it, and we're gonna up the rate so that people can get clips faster and we can scale faster with you guys as well. All right. Just want to kind of throw that out there as well, so you guys are aware. All right. So we'll wait for this to kind of generate in the back end. Also see if Nick's working on something, which could also delay our time a little bit as well. But I guess we could scroll and see if we can find any content as well. So we have this one that's being generated right now. We can kind of see if we stumble across. My feed is just full of like long form video because that's all I do is kind of clip this stuff now. So it'll be interesting to see kind of vertical tabs. What is this? Oh, nice. Apple has had that for a while. Here's another one, A16Z. So it's like one post. Vacation tech is upon us. That's funny. All right. Brand new photo editor and our composer. Interesting. Start of archive. Okay, we're just waiting on that a little longer. Silicon Valley predicted AI agents lost OpenClaw 12 years before it happened. All right. New logo just dropped. Thanks, Aston Martin F1. Coinbase. Coinbase is doing some sick stuff as well. All right. Yeah, look at this.
And I'm listening to podcasts talking about AI, trying everything. My whole Instagram and TikTok feeds are now AI hacks. Guys, there's that much changing that rapidly. And so it's one thing to have a business and how you integrate AI, that's one thing. But if you're just getting started, right, as you learn these things, it's so much easier to start. Like it went from back in the way back in the day, $5,000 for a PC that was that big, right? To, hey, if you just have a laptop and the connection to the internet, you can start anything. To now, you have a mentor, whether you use Perplexity, Anthropic, Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, it doesn't matter, right? You have experts. And you might say, well, those hallucinate. Let me just tell you, your mentors and experts don't always get it right either. Yeah. So you've got these experts who can answer questions that help you understand what you don't know. You've got these tools that'll just spider everything, that'll do your emails, that'll do sales calls for you. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you just have to be the one who thinks and figures it out.
It's the truth. So that's what I did. That's my whole origin story, is just learning about all this stuff and then applying it to the business. Honestly, I'm going to check and see if Lomba's having some issues. All right. So reach out to Nick to see if there's anything on the Lomba side that could be hurting transcription. So it might be hitting some sort of wall that I don't know about on my end that he may have a better answer for. So kind of wait, see if I get an answer for that. But yeah. All right. Oh. Excuse me. All right. I thought I grabbed, maybe I didn't. All right, here we go. So I reached out to Nick to see if there's anything holding us back on that end of the Lomba side. So I don't think that you should have any issues with it, but then again, I don't know the back end that I don't know what's happening. I don't see the logs on my end per se. All right. Nice thing is I can also just tell my Hermes agent that I set up to go through the Paperclip dashboard too. See if I can figure something out. All right, I just told my Hermes agent I'm having issues too. So, see, because I got my paperclip going too. Look at this, this is crazy. Paperclip is insane. All right, got Herms figuring that out too. So let's kind of see what's going on here. All right. Let's go, Herms. All right. Well, let's see if we can get this to. Doesn't look like that. Yeah, I have no errors. So let's see this. Has, no, here we go. Here's Grok. Where's my chats at? Let's see if we have any news we can look into. Okay. What is this? I did see something with Claude Mythos. Somebody said, thought there was something about, here, what is this? Anthropic launches Project Glasswing to bolster software security with AI. Project Glasswing gives vetted partners early access to Claude Myth. Yeah, that's what I saw. They were allowing sorry. Hermes just got back to me. Yeah, I saw this. They're letting certain like Microsoft, AWS, Apple, Google, and Cisco, I think Cisco are strengthening their code bases with Anthropic, providing 100 million in compute credits. Safety measures addressing the model's risks, such as simultaneous attacks aiming to give defenders an edge. Yeah, I saw this. They like they're letting a bunch of they're letting a bunch of these big companies kind of, I guess, test run Mythos to see kind of what they can get.
Bugs. They don't think about, most people who use software every day don't think about bugs. They don't think about what can happen if the software that they depend upon suddenly is less secure.
It was yesterday?
That's something that software developers have to deal with every single day.
So software has always had flaws and vulnerabilities. That's not new.
For an average person, the bugs are, by and large, not something they notice on a daily basis, because if they do, they get fixed.
But then every so often, there are vulnerabilities that have real severe impacts.
Like one single bug that works its way into shared software that many different products or websites use. So one issue just gets magnified out around the world.
So historically, finding and patching vulnerabilities has been a slow, time-consuming and expensive process.
If LLMs are now able to write code at the level of some of the greatest software developers in the world, it can also be used to find bugs and exploit that software equally effectively.
These models have capabilities which are raising the bar from a cybersecurity point of view with their ability to help defenders as well as potentially help adversaries.
We recently developed a new model, Claude Mythos Preview. Early on, it was clear to us that this model was going to be meaningfully better at cybersecurity capabilities.
There's a kind of accelerating exponential, but along that exponential, there are points of significance. Claude Mythos Preview is a particularly big jump along that point. We haven't trained it specifically.
Dude, I'm curious on how big the jump is because I saw some stuff. I saw some stuff where they're saying it's like scary, but I guess we'll see.
To be good at cyber, we trained it to be good at code, but as a side effect of being good at code, it's also good at cyber.
The model that we're experimenting with is by and large as good as a professional human at identifying bugs. It's good for us because we can find more vulnerabilities sooner and we can fix them.
It has the ability to chain together vulnerabilities. So what this means is you find two vulnerabilities, either of which doesn't really get you very much independently. But this model is able to create exploits out of 3, 4, sometimes 5 vulnerabilities that in sequence give you some kind of very sophisticated end outcome.
And we think that this model can do this really well because we notice that this model is very autonomous. It's just generally better at pursuing really long-range tasks that are kind of like the tasks that a human security researcher would do throughout the course of an entire day. Obviously, capabilities in a model like this could do harm if in the wrong hands. And so we won't be releasing this model widely.
More powerful models are going to come from us and from others. And so we do need a plan to respond to this.
That's why we're launching what we're calling Project Glasswing, where we partner with a number of the organizations that power some of the world's most critical code to put the model into their hands, to allow them to look at how they can use models like this to bring down risk and protect everyone.
And by giving these software developers advanced tools before anyone else, it gives all of us a collective head start.
It allows us to find things that we couldn't find before, and it helps us
cybers
fix
are sick.
these things much more
Look
quickly.
at those.
Working with our partners, we've been finding vulnerabilities across essentially every major platform.
I found more bugs in the last couple of weeks than I found in the rest of my life combined.
Wow.
We used the model to scan a bunch of open source code. And the thing that we went for first was operating systems, because this is the code that underlies the entire internet infrastructure. For OpenBSD, we found a bug that's been present for 27 years.
Wow.
Where I can send a couple of pieces of data to any OpenBSD server and crash it. On Linux, we found a number of vulnerabilities where, as a user with no permissions, I can elevate myself to the administrator by just running some binary on my machine. For each of these bugs, we told the maintainers who actually run the software.
You're telling me that Mythos got access to some of these servers or whatever this is, whatever they're looking at. I don't code base. Don't really know. Not an engineer. And it found underlying bugs that a human didn't find that's been around for 27 years. And it's like can crash the whole server. Dude, this is insane.
The software about them, and they went and fixed them and have deployed the patches so that anyone who runs this software is no longer vulnerable to these attacks.
For a developer who tirelessly maintains software, a model that can help them discover vulnerabilities in their own code and fix them before they can be exploited, that is an invaluable tool.
We've spoken to officials across the US government, and we've offered to work with them and collaborate to assess the risks of these models and to help defend against the risks of these models.
Everything that we do in our lives now depends on software.
Software kind of ate the world. Every analog aspect of our life is somehow represented in digital domain.
And so all of our daily lives run on the idea that we can rely on the systems that power them.
Cybersecurity is the security of our society.
It is essential that we come together and work together across industry to help build better defensive capabilities.
No single organization sees the whole picture and can tackle this on their own.
This is not going to be done as part of a few-week program. This is going to be the work of certainly months, perhaps years. But what I do hope is at the end of this, we can be in a position where the world's software, its customer data, its financial transactions, its critical infrastructure are safer than they were before.
Dude, that's crazy. Claude Mythos, not even out yet, but in a preview has found bugs that have been around for almost 30 years. That is insane. We do not plan to make Mythos preview generally accessible. Our goal is to deploy Mythos class models safely at scale, but first we need safeguards that reliably block their most dangerous outputs. We'll begin testing those safeguards with an upcoming Claude Opus model. Oh, so they're trying to drop another Opus that's like safeguarded. Dude, that's insane. So you're telling me a 30-year bug was solved in one day of this thing reviewing it. Dude, the future is absolutely crazy. I don't even know. I gotta save that. That's insane. Look at, all right, these are the benchmarks. Agentic coding, Mythos preview. Oh my gosh, it's 20% better. 25% better. No, yeah, about 25% better than Opus. Dude, it like leapfrogged this. This is insane. I'm sending this to Nick. This is crazy. Look at that. That's insane. Glassing. It's found vulnerabilities in a Linux kernel, a 27-year-old vulnerability in OpenBSD, a 16-year-old vulnerability in FmpEg. Wow. That's crazy. So it wasn't just this 30-year-old one. It found a 15-year-old one. Dude, this is crazy. I don't even know. AGI is here, folks. That's insane. That's crazy. I can't believe that's a thing. 37-year-old bug. Yeah, I don't know. What is this? Jenny AI reach. What's Jenny AI? I could meet your intelligent. Okay, the AI-powered workspace to help you read, write, organize, search with ease. Okay, they raised how much? Achieve 1 million monthly recurring revenue milestone. Huh. That's sick. Okay, what else we got there? OpenAI GPT models lead developer usage over Claude. Top in the charts with 14 users and massive token processing followed closely. Okay. I mean, I know Nick has been saying that GPT is like, it's really good. Like we kind of balance it out. We like do an Opus / GPT kind of balance for our stuff. Whoops. I still can't believe that. I still can't believe this. The Mythos preview is insane. I genuinely cannot. I can't believe that. It's insane to me. Dude, GLM 5.1. So my Hermes is running at GLM 5.1, and dude, yes, which looks like we have some Llama issues. Yeah, but we've been using this on my Hermes agent, and dude, like I said, I'm surface level on a lot of this stuff. I don't know, like But my GLM 5.1 on my Hermes has been insane. But I still can't. I still can't believe. Actually, let me try this. I know this is 5 minutes, but see if I get this to go in here. Oh, looks like there's something wrong. So it looks like an audio thing. It is an audio thing. I want to see what the clips we get out of this is, because I can't believe it. 30-year-old vulnerabilities is insane that it found on day one. I wonder what this FMPEG one was. Because it's crazy to me. Look at that. Because the fact that it's finding, I mean, one day, like, talk about the best employee ever. You're telling me, so let's think about this. What is the company? This one, Open. I don't even know what this company is, but I probably should. They probably. What is this? Is it that? Huh. What is it? Free open source Unix-like operating system renowned for its oppressive focus on proactive security, code correctness, and secure default settings. Developed by volunteer team. Okay, so either way, I don't know how many people, how many users, I guess it'd be. How many users? It's not impossible. 1/3 of the, okay. Often found in IT services, along small to medium-sized businesses, 10 to 50 employees. Okay, well, not an exact number, but let's say, I don't know, let's just make up a number, 1,000-some%, 1,000-some people. And on day one of Mythos, it found a 30-year-old bug. It's just like, I don't know how stuff is just moving so fast. It's crazy. I mean, I don't even know. What is this one? AI company announcement also today up from 9 billion at the end of 2025. Okay, what is this? Anthropic. Yeah, Anthropic is insane. They're killing it. Yeah, it's just like crazy. I still can't believe that Mythos is that good. I mean, I can, but it's just like unfathomable to think about how that stuff is. Well, let's see if we get any. What is this? Save that for later. Looks like we're having an. It looks like, because I talked to my Hermes agent. It says there's an audio help thing. Well, just know that we're working on getting the Lambda dialed in so that we don't get those errors. But bear with us. Yeah. Like AGI. Like, what was that thing that Mark Andreessen said? What is his thing? I follow him, I think. Andreessen? Is that how you say it? Where'd he go? Is that his thing? No. There it is. He said that he tweeted out something. Didn't he say AGI is already here? Where'd it go? He said something like AGI is already here. It's just not. Yeah, I'm calling it. AGI is already here. It's just not evenly distributed yet. This was when? April 5th. When was... Oh, the Mythos thing was later. But, I mean, he's already... It's kind of true. I mean, Mythos finding a 30-year-old bug that nobody could find after years, 30 years, and then another one for 16 years. Like, Mythos... I don't know what their models are cooking up, but Mythos got to be the closest thing to AGI. I mean, I'm seeing my Hermes agent do stuff that I'm just like, this is insane. Look, all I'm going to get now is mythos and anthropic stuff. Yeah, I mean, so site is having some issues on the Lambda side because we've moved to cloud storage because we have scaled at such a big rate, and you know, it's a good problem to have. But Nick's aware, he's working on it, so we'll get that updated. But I mean, we already got a clip up today. You can see we got this clip up today from
prosecutor uncovered that Dior pays $57. An Italian prosecutor uncovered that Dior pays $57 to produce luxury bags that they sell for 20.
And you know, we got this caption straight from our site. You can see here. I'll just kind of exit this because I think we're gonna have some issues here. But open an editor. It looks like it's in here. Retry. So something with our transcript, but our video's in here. But you can see here. This is one of the clips I got from Bryson's page. I have a lot, actually. I think I have quite a bit of clips. This is something we're working on at the end of last... Was it end of last stream? No, I guess it's not. This is when I was doing off stream, just clipping away. But you can see here, open the chat so you guys can see it. But I guess so I got this clip, and then from there, I was like, dude, I'm going to post this because why not? Clipping is... You got to clip yourself, right? You have a clipping product, you got to clip for yourself. You can see this is literally, is it this one? No, I think I grabbed this one. I grabbed this one. I literally just copy and pasted this and posted just directly with the clip. And now I'm done. So if you are a brand, content creator, clipper, or you're just someone making content, this tool is here to help you maximize your output. We've kind of seen if you're not making some sort of clips, if you're not, you know, making some live content, whatever it may be, you're kind of invisible. And a lot of people are consuming content in short form ways, whether it be on X, whether it be on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, on YouTube, or TikTok, Instagram, whatever it may be. A lot of these clips are being viewed on those platforms. And if you're not making content on there, if you're not posting clips, if you're not, you know, putting 10 clips out a day or whatever it is, you're pretty much invisible. A lot of people aren't really you're not going to get the traction or the, you know, distribution or get any eyes on your product or your brand. And our site is here to help with that, right? So if you're a creator, brand, content creator, clipper, you can take your videos, plug them into our site, and then our AI, right, which is going to have access to the video, the transcript, over 20 some tools. It's going to be able to cut the videos for you, add B-roll to them, add captions, a whole bunch of crazy things, as well as the next kind of big thing we're working on the roadmap here is getting publishing integrated. So then now you'll be able to Clipit, you'll be able to make you this caption right here, and then you'll just literally be able to say, post this for me on this date, and you'll confirm it and everything. So really doubling down on that agentic infrastructure that we're building out, where people are making products like this that have an API key, or they have some sort of way to hook it up to a Hermes or OpenClaw. A lot of people aren't really going to do that just because of the technical aspect, or some people just can't because they don't have a machine to run it on, or they don't trust it fully, or whatever their reason may be. This site just has it all built in. So Clipit.dev, just go there, start getting clips in there, start putting your own videos in there, start getting social copy, start training it on what you like. So I can kind of drop this down here. We have the brain up here, which mine has been turned on since the beginning of the launch. So it's been collecting data on how I like captions, how I do my clips, when I extend something, how I want something created, and then eventually it'll have enough data to where it's going to start giving me better outputs because it's trained upon the outputs and the data that I like. So that's kind of what we are, what we're doing, what we're building. Another cool thing that you guys know about in the because you guys know we're in the hackathon. We have a auto live streaming feature, which it's not rolled out for everybody, but oh, so it looks like we got somebody requested. Okay, somebody requested, it looks like, so I'll have to go in and see. That's cool. So yeah, you guys can also request to get something streamed. So if you're a streamer, I'll look into this and see kind of what the stream is, and we can approve it. But yeah, you can take Pump.fun streams, which I'll grab my own here. You're gonna hear me for a second. Bear with me. I'll look into this. But you can take, I can take this, and I can plug this directly into our site. Paste, and now you'll be able to see that our platform is now going to be auto watching our stream. So we'll just kind of wait for this to refresh here. Flashbang, apologies. All right, live. Is it working? Also have a bunch in here. Yeah, so you can see now Clippy is going to be watching the live stream. And it's going to listen for my speech. It's going to analyze the stream. It's going to comment about the stream as well. And then when I end the stream, there'll be a bunch of clips made for me. So that's another thing that we are building. Oh, so it looks like it grabbed the beginning. Dude, that's cool. It looks like it grabbed the... I thought it was going to grab the... yeah, dude. Interesting. So it's grabbing the transcript from the beginning of the video. Huh. Dude, that's sick. So I can just let this run now, and I'll have clips when I'm done. Huh. The more you know. That's sick. Well, that's running in the background. But yeah, so that's kind of what we are, what we're building, and how you guys can kind of get involved and test out our site. We are credit usage based. So you guys can see here, we give you guys credits, and all these credits are tied into usage on the platform. So when you make a clip, that's a credit. When you ask for B-roll, that's a credit. When you talk to the agent, that's a credit. When you upload a video, that's a credit. And everything you do in the platform is tied into credit usage, and that's kind of how we track our that's how we track like how much stuff cost, and how you guys can just get all of your outputs done. So if you're having issues, make sure you check your balance. Sometimes people try to upload stuff and they don't have a big enough balance. We've added in kind of receipts on how you can essentially see what you can see what you're being tracked, right? So if I upload a video, it's gonna say, hey, okay, this is gonna cost you blank. I think it's like 40, I think, to make clips. 48, I think, is some of the stuff I see. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing, what we're building, and excited. I think we're at 100. Let's see. We're not 100. We are at... That can't be right. Hold up. Are we really? That looked like a bug. Hold up. Pulling up the analytics because admin analytics, which I don't want to show everything on the admin side. That can't be right. Is that real? Really? Okay. It looks like that April 6th. That was yesterday? Really? Dude, I don't even... This is kind of crazy. I'm gonna ask Nick. But I guess I'll show you guys. It's gotta be bots. I think we got flooded with something. I'm gonna hold off on users because I don't. It's unless we got that many signups, but it's. I think we're 280 creators is what I saw. But what I just experienced on the dashboard is a little different. So I'm gonna ping Nick about that here in a little bit and double check. But yeah. That being said, y'all, if you have any questions or you guys want to get, if you're a creator or a brand or you want to get in contact with us, reach out. We'd love to get you guys on the site, onboarded, using the site, so that we can get you guys clips and help you kind of get your content game rolling. We have a roadmap that we're following. So Promotion was just integrated. We have added in, we have a whole bunch of stuff to go. Publishing is going to be one thing that's in there. We're going to start updating our agent and all of those really fun things. But yeah, if you guys are wondering who I am, I'm Jordan, CEO and founder of Clipit. And I used to work at an Amazon warehouse. And I quit everything I was doing to kind of learn about AI and build in this space. And then I met some cool people. Stuff just kept kind of falling in place. And then now, you know, I run a startup full time, and this is the startup, Clipit.dev, where we're able to, you know, the goal is this is going to be the best possible content creation platform on the internet. And we have some really cool tools and features that are also going around with our roadmap that are very, very, very cool and honestly one of a kind. And I'm excited to kind of roll that stuff out to you guys as we keep going. Just know, literally, the goal for this and the plan for this is to be the best possible content creation platform for brands, creators, clippers, the normal person to create content, make content, maybe view content. But yeah. That being said, y'all, I go live every day, 12 p.m. Pacific, not every day, sorry, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we kind of go into announcements, demo the product out for you guys. We'll clip. So one of the things you saw here is, you know, posting some clips. So I have a clip up today. I try to post a clip a day. But yeah, with that being said, y'all, if you need anything from me, reach out to the DMs. I'm personally behind the Clipit page, so I'll respond to you guys whenever I can. And you know, we're going to keep building and making this the best possible product on the internet. Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. We're in a big sprint, kind of an April sprint going on. We're gonna try and get a lot of these really big features dialed in, and you know, try and get a lot of people onboarded. So yeah, with that being said, y'all, I will catch y'all tomorrow. Follow the Clipit page, follow the personal page. Tune into the live streams, share the live streams with other people. We go live on X, Pump.fun, and YouTube. That's where you can kind of watch all things Clipit. But with that being said, y'all, I will catch y'all tomorrow. Yeah, I will catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.